Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you all are well. Exciting news today. Fresh rubber on the DR650. I'll talk about in a second. First thing I want to do is get this guy out of the road. Go on. Let's go. Let's go. Move on along. I particularly like snakes, so I don't want this guy to get ran over. This is a gopher snake. Pretty harmless. However, they can be mistaken for a rattlesnake just by their markings, but he's just out here warming himself on the road. It's a little cooler today, even though we're in early June, but I would prefer him to be off the road. These guys are really beneficial. They eat all the nasty critters out there that cause problems. So you know, if I see one out on the road, I take a minute and try and, you know, help out a little bit, because I think they are a really cool snake. And he's gonna go chill out in there, and hopefully doesn't get run over later in the day. All right, so like I said, here we go. Look at that. This is my first ride on the fresh Tusk D Sports. That's right. I love these tires. Look at that. Ooh wee! Is that banging or what? So I'm pretty stoked. Not only are the tires new, of course, but the bike's been serviced, is now broke in. Over 600 miles. I just got it back from the dealership. All the things were done to it. I think there's actually a little bit of a list that they had to go through for the first service. I didn't want to bother with it, so I just put it in the dealership. They handled all that and got the tires on. We are looking good. We are ready to roll. So let me just tell you the tire sizes real quick in case you were curious. They are the Tusk D Sports on the front. I've got a 90/21. Very nice. And on the rear, I've got a 130/90/17. So those are the sizes. I think the rear is a little larger than what the stock tire was, a little wider, that is. That's okay with me. I think I got those numbers correct. Anyway, I know the Suzuki has some different size tires that can make it a little difficult, but you can get a little bit of a wider tire on there. And I don't know if I make wider or higher, but one way or the other, it works just fine. So super stoked with the Tusk D Sports. I've got them on two of my other bikes, and I think they're just a phenomenal tire. So that being said, I will say the tech had them aired up a little too much for my liking. Today I've got them aired down. So I went with 21 on the front and 20 on the back. Sometimes I'll go down to 18. On my other bikes, I've ride, I think, 15 on the front, 14 on the rear, sometimes 14 on the front, 13 on the rear. It just depends. I kind of move back and forth to see what works well for me. Thus far, on this hard-packed gravel road that I'm riding on now, the bike's not squirrely at all. It's riding just fine. So maybe those air pressures will work for me just fine today. We'll see. I don't know. I just got on the dirt road. However, we're going to get into some rough riding. I'm heading up into the base of the Pine Valley Mountains. In case you don't know where I'm riding, I'm in southwestern Utah. Pine Valley Mountains here. I did this ride a few months back on the XT250. I was up there in thigh-deep snow. I almost got the bike stuck. Well, I did get the bike stuck multiple times. At one point, I thought I was going to have to leave it and walk out. However, we were just up here doing a hike, and the road has no snow. So I've got some pretty interesting riding ahead of me. So join me for this. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. Let's go ride this. All right, here we go. It's looking a little dramatic up there in the mountains, so might run into some weather. I don't know. I don't have any rain gear, and I'd like to think that I can get up, over, and out of there before it gets really nasty storm-wise, but we shall see. So I'm going to be riding up to about 7,000 feet in elevation and then making my way down. And like I mentioned, there's no snow on the road, so that's cool. One less thing to worry about. I didn't bring much with me today. I've got what I need in case I get a flat. Speaking of flats, I failed to mention, when I got the new tires put on, I had them use heavy duty tubes. So I pulled the tubes as well. Got the big, thick, heavy duty tubes to go. So hopefully that'll, you know, help out even better to avoid a flat tire. God, I think on the front, I think I got, what did I put on the front? It was a Bridgestone ultra heavy duty. I think it was like 4 millimeters thick. I mean, it's like putting a tire in a tire. And then the rear was just a heavy duty. But what I got on the front is pretty burly. So the main thing I worry about out and about in the desert here is getting a pinch flat. So hopefully I can avoid that, and hopefully the new gear works out well. Well, thus far in this stuff, the bike's not squirrely at all, but it's light gravel. I'm not in deep, thick gravel. The bike's sounding good. Oh man, it is looking ominous up in there. So the road up is pretty interesting, and it gets really steep, really tight. Well, we'll ride it and see what happens. So I'm going to go up and out, and looks like maybe I can just skirt the edge of that storm. Those storms are going to suck up into the mountains. Maybe I can get by the edge. I don't know. All right, well, here we go. Here's our road. And this road is, well, can be pretty gnarly. It's gonna be rutted out, I know that. So what I'm hoping is that I don't run into a side-by-side. So I'll be pretty chill going up this. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. There's the view. Nice. Oh, yeah. Up and up we go. What do we got going on here? You know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since there's no more snow up top, this road isn't that bad. On the other side, it's pretty chill, to be honest with you. There's some rough spots coming out, but I think this side's probably worse. Before I get to the top, the road is really narrow and steep, so that's about the worst of it. But there are some rough spots. I don't know. I haven't been up here on this side in a couple months, so since the XT debacle out here, so it could be worse. I don't know. We'll find out. Check out that view. Oh, dramatic. Yeah, I might be able to get up to the top there and down before the storm hits. So this is fairly remote, but Jen knows exactly where I am. We were just up here doing a hike, so she's familiar with the area. She knows my route. I also have the inReach on me in case things go sideways and I need to get some communications out. So those things are in place. Here we go. A little chunky now. Not a problem for the Suzuki. Ah, sand is deep. Woo. Nice. All right, here we go. Comes the steep part, coming up real quick. This stuff. Yeah, so far so good. We're definitely climbing up. Whoa. Woo. Right. Take a break right here for a second. So the road continues around, and then that's it right there, and around that corner, and then up. So bugs are right up there is my point, my saddle, and so far so good. So this final stretch up to the top here is the steepest part of it, and the GoPro flattens it out so you can't really get a good fix, but it is just quite steep. But I don't foresee a problem with the Suzuki, and these new tires are just exceptional. They're doing a great job out here. It's amazing how much of a confidence builder, you know, something like that can have. All right, time like the present. Let's get up her. Woo-wee! Here we go. Yeah! Steep and loose. Oh! Whoa! Okay, oh, keep her up. Keep her up. Good job. Oh. Woo. Dang. He is steep. Good Lord. Jeez. Woo! Mercy! Whoa, watch the big rocks, come on. Ay, ay, ay. Man. I think we're almost to the top now, but whew, wow. This is steeper than I remember, to be honest with you. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo. Come on. Off camber, man. Whew. Hey. We got this. Ooh. Here we go. It's these hairpin turns are steep that I'm having a little trouble. It's really loose. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh man. Woo, I'm all over the place. It's like riding in marbles, baby. That's the top right there. Whew. Yeah. Alright, she's a little squirrely in this stuff. Nice. Ooh, it is cool up here. That's it, baby. We did it. Nicely done. That's it. We're at the top. This right here is the trailhead for the Blake Goobler Trail, which Jen and I just did. It's a fantastic hike. If you're into hiking, check out that video. I just put it up. But Suzuki got up that. There's a couple. I felt like she struggled just a little bit on those. It was probably me though. It wasn't the bike. It was just me. A couple of those really tight turns going up in the loose stuff, but yeah, that was rider error. But she got up it, man. I mean, banging, nice, nicely done, Suzuki. Moving on. Ooh, it's almost cold up here. All right, very nice. It's all down from here. It's a little chunky on the way down here, but that's all right. Boy, my skid plate's chattering down there. That's so annoying. Other than that, the ride is just fine. You know, sometimes let's just glide down this thing. There you go. Nice and peaceful. Rolling down the hill. Enjoying the scenery. Oh, getting interesting right here. that's how it's done, folks. Nicely done, Suzuki, nicely done. There's a great view out there, folks. Look at that. Oh man, wow, very nice. It's been a great ride. Thank you. Had no problems with the storm. Got up and out of there real quick. Making our way down, way off in the distance, those are the Beaver Dam Mountains. In front of the mountains is Snow Canyon State Park out here in southwestern Utah. Beautiful country. That's it, man. Easy street now. Road's real nice. We'll have a quick look back at where I came down from. Right up there. Yep, got a couple raindrops on me just now. So, missed the storm. Piece of cake coming down. Wasn't too bad going up either. Yeah. New tires. Handled just like I expected them to. Suzuki DR650. A little bit of rough riding, although not very much, but it was good riding for sure. New tires. Excelente. Yeah, stoked. Got to deal with that skid plate, a little vibration, but other than that, all good. Lots more content on the way, folks. Stay safe out there. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.